All right, I've been doing some testing with this Rapitest Soil Moisture Tester. I've been using it in my plants. You can also use it all around the garden, even in your grass. I've got a strawberry plant here. Now, I'll go ahead and take a probe reading. So about an inch in, it's telling me it's at about a 2. So that's a little bit on the lower side. If I go all the way down, it's a little bit higher, but still on the lower end. So this is really important tool to have in your garden. I've got so many different plants in my yard. Sometimes I forget if I'm not watering everything at the same time. Sometimes I may forget when I've watered something, so this takes a lot of the guesswork of how moist your soil is. So I've got these tomatoes that I've planted just yesterday. I added a little bit of water, so let's see where they're at. So they're a little bit more on the higher end, like a high 3 or so. I found this to be pretty accurate. So we have some mostly dry soil here, so I'd expect it to probably be at a 1. And yeah, so this is very dry and it is indicating so. So you can kind of use that as a calibration tool if you know something's really dry and you just want to double check it. For another plant like a grapevine, I don't want to overwater it, but before that I had this tool, I had no idea just how moist or not moist the soil was. So here in my grapevine, it's on the lower side. So I'd like to try to keep that maybe at this lower end to maybe the mid-level. I don't want to overwater it too much. But this is just a tremendous tool to have in your arsenal as far as what's going on below the surface. Take this lobelia plant here in a container. It looks like it's pretty healthy, but I can't remember the last time I watered it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and double check here. And lo and behold, it is on the lower side, so I'm gonna need to probably water this soon because these will start to wilt once they get a little bit too dry. But I just love having this tool to verify whether or not I need to water something or not. I'll take a nice cool area here in my lawn, so if you want to also check your lawn, you can do so. And this is telling me that it is watered quite well, going in just a few inches. I'll just wander around my property every few days and just take some readings, like these impatiens. They look like they're pretty good for maybe a couple more days. This one gets a little bit more sun, so maybe this one will be a bit drier. That looks like it's pretty good. So I don't need to water this probably for maybe 2 or 3 more days. Recommend once you are finished using it, just to make sure you keep this clean and make sure it's dry and doesn't get contaminated or rust on it. So I just like to try to wipe this off in between readings. And the coolest part about this thing is it's battery free, so you'll never run out of battery life. It's just quite a useful tool that I'm gonna get a lot of use of out of this year.